None of this looks used. Hello everybody, I am Flameless Soul, and today I welcome you back to Horizon Zero Dawn. When we last left off, we had entered the Cradle facility. So, let's get into the game and see how how any of that goes. So, it did restart me at the beginning where we just entered, but there's nothing I can do about that.
So these are artificial wombs.
The mothers of a new generation hundreds of years ago.
And me?
Possibly.
So this was it.
Where you were born.
Incubator of advanced design.
But why?
There's no telling why until we reach the end. Partial reactivation, standing by, alert, viable zygotes in storage, 0. So there was a partial reactivation. I don't know why I didn't read that last one. I need to check that. Log, standing by. So that one had someone in it. So it's an interesting little thing. Someone actually asked in the comments of the last video, what
Blue is the color
this would
of the
be.
sky. White is the color of clouds. Yellow is the color of the sun. Green is the color of grass. Flowers can be any color. Take a look. These are yellow and black, and they love flowers. Here they come.
Paint it on.
They'd probably have had to live here for at least something like 15 years at minimum. That's...
Children, let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Leave us alone, Father.
After what just happened, I can't leave you two alone. You broke community rules.
Just let us talk then. Go away.
I'm sorry, children, but I must provide supervision.
You're not even a person.
You sound frustrated. Let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Uh-huh. That would produce an issue that this multi-servitors don't know how to have a relationship with the children. So obviously there's going to be a disconnect there. Nurture phase tasking complete, nutrient stores depleted.
I have no choice but to release you.
But why?
There is no food here anymore.
But there's food out there.
We don't know for sure.
Come on, let's go.
I don't know.
Mother, can we come back if we're cold?
I'm sorry, but that won't be possible. You will have to support yourselves now and take care of each other.
What will happen to you?
I will stay here and sleep and remember all of you.
What will happen to us?
You will be brave and you will learn.
So when the food ran out, the protocol wasn't that they could continue to use the facility and make use of it for a home. They just had to leave? Wow, that's kind of bad.
Someday. That's what you always say.
We want it now.
It's big down there.
Now, Father.
Children, that area is not yet available.
Not
Get him!
yet.
Physical aggression detected. Physical aggression is not permitted.
Except yours.
Damn sentinels.
Children, may I be of assistance?
Go away, healer.
Lena, you have suffered mild bruising.
Go away!
They were trapped here. Their whole lives. Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
It wouldn't open for them. Of course they hated it.
So did he come to hate doors like this?
Scan. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
It's an interesting
Welcome to the
question.
Lyceum,
At
a
what
place of
point
learning.
is it...
So, what was this place, exactly?
What point was it
dream
viable
of
to let
Apollo.
them out into the world?
Never realized.
But why not?
We only saw, at most, 5 individuals. And like you said, this was the dream of Apollo. Tons. Literal, like... None of this looks used.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's
Why
so
did they
much
never
for
go
you
to
to
the
learn.
schools?
So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Apollo
happened?
offline.
You were right, Aloy. This is a graveyard. The charnel house of knowledge. What we might have achieved had we not been denied it.
Maybe there's a way to fix it. But it's not why I came here.
Of course. What's the whole of human knowledge next to the origin of one girl? Continue your search.
I will.
Well, and it's also the fact that there's no guarantee that Aloy is capable of fixing Apollo.
Priority check for Dr. Sobek. Please scan message with focus.
That sounds important.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
I suspect we're about to learn a great deal.
Yeah, no, so why were they... At what point does it become... Okay, it's a text log, so it's actually viable to talk about this. At what point does it become viable that you are not their caretakers, but their wardens for preventing them from leaving into the outside world? And if they understand the risks, and there was risks, obviously, because if there's a wasteland out past the borders of the known worlds for them right now, then this is the habitable area. So obviously there was risks with letting people out there. If they understand and make it known that they fully understand those risks, why was the protocol that they couldn't come back? So at some point the multi-servitors couldn't get back up. I'm guessing this will be a cutscene. Yep. So what happened to Apollo, and why is Hades active?
Elizabeth, this message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature.
Oh no.
What?
Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. A moment, Elizabeth. This is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place. They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. Oh. The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end. No. No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
Ah. So who put in the virus? Who sent the virus that allowed Hades to do that?
You're even more extraordinary than I thought.
So Gaia is...
I never had a mother.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument.
That's a really depressing way to look at it, Aloy.
Born
honestly.
in destruction and fire.
Honestly, Silence has a better way to look at this right now.
How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
It's truthfully a interesting thing. So far, up until now, Silence has been the one who's been insanely depressing about his outlook on the world.
Malfunction rectified. Alufia 9. Read 1 access unsealed.
But he's been the one who's been depressing up until this point. I was just supposed to leap out across, wasn't I? Yeah. But at that point, Aloy was pointlessly depressed about that. Like Silence said, she had two mothers, Gaia, and Elizabeth, who is her biological mother. Gaia being the one who chose to bring Aloy into the world for the sake of the world. Don't kneel at me. It makes me feel way too important.
Aloy, forgive. Forgive! The goddess spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
I don't have another choice.
Her wish. What she made me for. Yes, I will do it.
It's honestly, you can see sort of...
Anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora! All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora! All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger.
Yep, that's absolutely correct.
It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here, everywhere.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, Go to Meridian and wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be. Nora! Make way for Aloy, that she may forge the path for others to follow.
Okay, so it's interesting. The Nora had a thing... Oh, had a thing against the use of the old technology. And I still don't fully understand why, considering they should be more directly connected to it, with being so close to a cradle facility. The mountain that fell.
The killers did their worst. By the will of the goddess.
But maybe it has to do with the fact that the multi-servitors and such literally, like, tore into these children mentally. They were unable to do anything to go against those robots. They weren't allowed privacy. They weren't allowed the ability to be themselves functionally, because the robots had a protocol, and obviously being robots, they were going to follow it to a fault.
Snow. It's not getting any warmer out here.
And let's talk about Aloy's little outburst right there. That was a great example of finally not trying to be who the Nora are saying she should be. Even if she was going along with what Gaia planned for her, she's not doing it because the Nora or Rost said that she should. Rost was strangely loyal to the Nora, despite having been an outcast himself and having to deal with that bizarre way that they treat outcasts. And
should have brought a cart.
It's also interesting because it's possible that the people who were exiled rather than just outcast probably found better lives outside of Noraland if they were capable of adapting to the cultural differences between places like Meridian and Noraland, or any of the other tribes. Alright, Silence, what you gotta say about this? It's a climb.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new?
So, it's going to be a climbing section next time, guys. That's actually decent to know. So, if you enjoyed this video, and you enjoyed finding out what Aloy was created for, why she was almost a direct clone of Elizabeth Sobek, then please, I implore you, leave a like down below, as well as subscribe if you haven't already. If you've already done both those things, then let's all discussion in the comments, and please go to your favorite social media website and share this video, because that would very much make me happy. And I know you all like to make me happy. I at least I hope so. Well, if you've done all things, remember, smile, because we are getting closer to finding out who decided the world needed to end. Right? Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye, guys.